Hello, I'm Wulfgar Ramsey, and I'm auditioning for the role of Lenny in A Telltale Tale. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, ghosts and goblins,
we welcome you each, one and all, to the greatest theatrical experience of them all.
I'm Lenny, the tall and dashing member of this here theatrical company.
And I'm Mabel, the prettiest lady that ever did live.
And together we make up the Lenny and Mabel World's Greatest Acting Company Duo.
Yeah, that's right. The greatest acting company that ever lived.
Dead or alive.
Now, today we've come to tread the boards.
To ignite your imaginations with a literary giant.
A genius.
A man who's just a little bit cuckoo.
And not just for Cocoa Puffs.
A writer who wrote things so scary will likely have all of us trembling in our boots before the day is over.
Yeah, that's right, trembling.
Without further delay,
we are pleased as Punch to present to you the works of
Edgar Allan Poe.
Have any of you ever heard of this man before?
A great many of you, I see. And how many of you have seen him before?
Well, if you see him, you should have your eyes checked, as he's dead as a doornail.
Been dead so long, he was dead before even Lincoln was president.
Why, he was deader even before the oldest person born in this room.
He was born just 10 years after George Washington himself died.
1809. Now, wouldn't it be way more interesting to show these people how he lived, as opposed to telling them about how he's dead?
Interesting idea. I just don't think we should spend a lot of time on him, as his stories are the reason why we're all here.
That's all right. These people really don't want to go back to class.
That's good. Challenge accepted. And what do you say we pick up the tempo a bit then, shall we? Hear the mellow wedding bells, golden bells, what a world of happiness. Their harmony foretells through the balmy air of night, how they ring out the delight from the molten golden notes all in tune. What a liquid ditty floats to the turtle dove that listens while she gloats on the moon. Or from out the sounding cells, what a gush of euphony voluminously wells, how it swells, how it dwells on the future, how it tells of the rapture that impels to the swinging and the ringing of the bells, 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 of the bells, 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 to the rhyming and the chiming of the bells. Oh, Mabel, stop laughing already. This is what I am to wear. It is the theater.
This play takes place in Italy, apparently in a costume shop.
The Thousand Injuries of Fortunato.
Fortunato is a man. You'll meet him in a minute.
The Thousand Injuries of Fortunato. A man. I bore as best I could, but when he ventured upon insult, I vowed revenge. I thought I should get revenge on Fortunato, but I was so good in my thinking that I never let him know I was mad at him, and in no way did he ever suspect that I would ever hurt him. I continued, as was my wont, to smile in his face, and he did not perceive that my smile was at the thought of his. He had a weak point, this Fortunato. Although in other regards he was a man to be respected and even feared, he prided himself on his expertship in, milk. Yes, milk. Few Italians really think they're an expert, but he really was an expert. It was about dusk one evening, during the supreme madness of carnival season, that I encountered my friend. He accosted me with excessive warmth, for he had been drinking much. The man wore motley. That means he was dressed like a court jester. He had on a tight-fitting, party-striped dress, and his head was surmounted by a conical cap and bells. I was so pleased to see him that I thought I should never be done wringing his hand. I said to him, "My dear Fortunato, you are luckily met. How remarkably well you are looking today. But I have received a container of what passes for Amontillado. That's a kind of milk. And I have my doubts."
How? And in the middle of carnival season you received this?
I have my doubts. It was silly to have paid for this without your expertise.
I am an expert. I shall try this right this second.
What? Now? What now? You must be joking. You are busy.
I insist.
No, with the festival going on, there is no way I can take you away from this.
I insist.
Oh, you're even dressed up for a party. or whatever it is you're on your way to do.
I insist.
Well, right this way.
Ooh. It certainly is damp here in the cellar.
Oh dear, your cough, are you all right?
Oh, it is nothing.
Ah, come, we will go back. Your health is precious. You are rich, respected, admired, beloved. You are happy, as once I was. You are a man to be missed. For me, it is no matter. We will go back. You will be ill, and I cannot be responsible.
Oh, the cough is a mere nothing. It will not kill me. I shall not die of a cough.
Perhaps this will help. Here, have a drink of this.
I drink to you and our long lives. What a place this is, all these bones down here.
Yes, these are the bones of the whole family, going back hundreds of years.
Oh, my goodness, we seem to have reached the end of the crypt.
In this area, with Fortunato distracted, I grabbed a short chain from the other padlock. Throwing the links about his waist, it was but the work of a few seconds to secure it. He was too much astounded to resist. Withdrawing the key, I stepped back from the recess. It all happened so fast, he didn't even quite realize what had happened.
Where now is this Amontillado?
Oh, it is here, just wait for it. As I said these words, I busied myself among the pile of bones of which I had before spoken. Throwing them aside, I soon uncovered a quantity of building stone and mortar. With these materials, and with the aid of my trowel, I began to vigorously wall up the entrance of this little place where Fortunato was standing. Frantically, I began to lay the cement and the bricks. I laid the second tier, and the third tier, and the fourth. And then I heard the furious vibrations of chains. The noise lasted for several minutes. I ceased my labors and sat upon the bones. When at last the clanking subsided, I resumed the trowel and finished without interruption the fifth, sixth, and seventh tier. The wall was now nearly at my heart. When I was almost done with my task, I paused to listen. I could hear the shake of bells from his hat, and then a great laugh.
Oh, a very good joke indeed. An excellent jest. Oh, we will have many a rich laugh about this at the palazzo. Come on, friend, it's getting late. Let us be gone.
Yes, let us be gone. Silence. I heard nothing like that. I finally grew impatient and called out, Fortunato! No answer. I called it again, Fortunato! No answer still. I thrust a torch through the remaining aperture and let it fall within. There came forth in return only the jingling of bells. My heart grew sick. It was the dampness of the catacombs that made it so. I hurried to be done. I forced the last stone into its place. I plastered it up against the new masonry. I re-erected the old ramparts of bones. For the half of a century, no mortal has disturbed them.
The cask of Amontillado!